Hi YouTube, Nasty888 here, coming back with another YouTube video, another free-for-all Age of Empires for Mega Random Nomad game, as we have often done lately. I am playing random, but it looks like this game. In this game, I've rolled the Delhi Sultanate, and we have a few other. Looks like we have no duplicate civs, perhaps 8 unique civilizations. So this should be an interesting game. But we also have a river map. It's interesting how these mega random maps work. It seems that if you're on mega random, you can roll. You can either roll river or you can roll lakes, but you can't roll both. From what I've seen, just putting this together from what I've encountered. And then sometimes you won't even on. I think on mega random, it's possible not to even have water. If you roll like a mountainous region or something. But anyways, we decided to take these docks, and we've got ourselves situated in this nice little corner, little crevice here in the back side of the map. And it looks like I haven't scouted anyone yet, and I've got a decent amount of space to myself. Been down here yet, check that. But other than that, we're looking pretty strong here. We've got no one seems to be contesting us too close on the river, and got some nice resources up here to ourselves. Relic has also spawned up here. Let's go on over to the whole map. Looks like we have a little bit of a forked river situation, split into four chunks, and looks like yellow has the whole bottom side of the map all to himself. Meanwhile, we got 3 players fairly close to each other up here, or 2 players really close up here, and then two right here. And yeah, it's looking like a pretty good spawn for us. Since there's so many players clustered on the left side of the map, we're going to be pretty open here. I will eventually discover as I scout my base. See now that I've only seen orange. And yeah, looking pretty solid for us. So I think pretty quickly here I decide that I want to this Tower of Victory strategy, and I want to get my I want to go into Cavalry, which is unusual for Delhi. Normally you'll open in footmen with their special upgrades, and then men at arms, and then possibly later into like war elephants and such. Is a pretty good strategy late game. The elephants are really slow, and I don't really like using them in free for all because of they're so slow. So I typically avoid them. It looks like I forgot about my scout here. He's just wailing away on this prelate who's trying to take this relic. Orange, of course, the Holy Roman Empire player, is trying to secure these relics as soon as possible. Waiting for his age up right now. And it seems I've still just forgotten about this scout, and I'll go ahead and I guess they're gonna heal each other up, and one's gonna take the relic, and one is gonna go on a journey. Maybe he's discovered another relic. Possibly. Yeah, looks like there's another relic here that he's gonna pick up. Maybe my scout will get him off. Let's see what happens here. Oh, looks like nope. Gonna be a Shaolin monk here. And it looks like Orange has also picked up the relic in my base, and he is trying to escape. I've sent my villagers after him because I didn't really have any units yet to test it. So I had to go ahead and surround his, make some mistake of trying to Wololo there. Not work. And he leaves the game. Wow, I didn't realize that. Actually, I didn't notice that he left the game. Because in response to this at all. That's maybe he was attacked. Pink. No, Pink did not attack him. Those are just a couple archers he's just made now. But I guess because those 2 relics were gone, he had the he did. Oh, he already had 1 relic in. Okay. Strangely, he decided to leave. Yeah, I guess maybe he decided that wasn't enough relics for him, and he decided to forfeit right there. Interesting. I didn't realize that when I was playing this game. Anyways, I've moved up into the House of Learning. I think one of the mistakes I made this game. I'm not too versed at playing Delhi. I'm a little bit inexperienced, and I often as you know you do when you're not you forget all the upgrades are free and you just do them all up. And I forgot that this game. We'll come back and check on that later in the game. Like Blue tried to come up here, he saw that relic, and luckily I was able to secure it. But I've also decided to go into stables and go into knights because I realized our position on the map is very far from everyone, and I need to get some. I need to have fast moving units and enable myself to get a kill in this game. Otherwise, I'm going to be sitting back. I'm just going to be macroing up, and you know, that's nice and all, but you don't ever want to just do that, right? You always want to make sure, you know, that you're able to get an early kill or two at least. You know, so I do not. I think I realized that one player was eliminated, or wrote it down in the chat. Okay, so Pink has a kill. I didn't realize why or what the reason was, but I figured he has an army or something pushed into orange, and yeah, I know. I think I know that he's here. Oh, I don't. I don't know where Pink is. I still haven't discovered anyone close to me. I've only seen that green is here now, and that orange was here. And green is expanding by the map. So, and meanwhile, teal. It looks like teal and red are going at it here. Looks like got some more junks and barbicans here on the water and to annoy red. Red's fishing economy. We'll see how this goes. Looks like red has responded with a bunch of mounted samurais to come and raid teal, and it looks like teal might be going out of this game pretty soon. There's his king, I guess, popping out the town center, and boom, goes down. Okay, so now red and pink both secured a kill. Meanwhile, I'm a little bit pressured now because there's a couple players that have kills already. I don't really, this army that I have here, you know, it's not the biggest army, right? Like it's decent. I could probably kill somebody if they were really exposed, but the fact that this player is English means he has the white tower. I'm not sure if I've scouted that yet, but I assume it. I could have probably checked a little sooner. You know, if he had a King's Palace or something, then maybe we could have done something here. But I realized he's got a lot of infantry units. I try to come in here, and what I decided to do is I'm gonna. I don't think I can't just right click these buildings down, you know. So I need to just harass this guy's economy, and thereby and eventually get it. Hopefully he won't donate his king. They don't piss off that much. I'll try to keep an eye on that, but I want to just keep him on the back foot so that I can kill him later. When I do, I'm trying to get my own economy up and running. I'm a little slow on that. I need to throw down some extra TCs here and get that rolling soon. But for now, we're also our fishing economy looks like it's dried up. We've fished out all the fish this side of the river, and now we've run into a wall here with the greens keep on the wall, and there's stone walls going up. So it's not looking good for the water. So I have to transition into my own farms, I believe, in here. Meanwhile, we have set Pink back a bit. It looks like he's on the 60 vills for military. Maybe I guess we just set him even to ourselves. We really haven't made too much progress. Haven't been too focused on building up our economy. We are throwing down our extra town centers now, and we're starting to go for that boom that we always at some point in free for all. Preferably after you got a couple of kills under your belt, but when the cards aren't playing in the way you want them to, sometimes you have to just go for the boom first and hope you can pick up the kills later. And we've kind of set back, I think, like he might have had an equal number of workers to us, but with these 2 extra town centers I've now thrown down, he has one of his own. I should be able to outboom him there. We're just trying to scout the rest of this area and try to secure these resources on the map. I'm actually splitting up all of my knights into different groups just to harass him even more. You can see here. I'm just looking for vills at this point. So I'm coming in different angles. I know his units are going to be slower than mine. So I'm just looking for any workers that are exposed for me to kill. Set him back so that I can later claim his king with my follow-up attack that I'm hoping to do. This is of course risky because someone else could just come and kill Pink, but the fact that the map is set up the way that it is, I'm not too worried about that. I don't think anyone's going to be coming to claim him anytime soon. I'm just hoping that, he won't decide to run his king because of all this harassment, which he will be well within his rights to at this point. I mean, take a look at his worker count. He's down to 34 workers, so he's really on the back foot here. Killed, you know, over half his about half his economy easily. He's definitely probably looking, thinking about this game, and maybe he's just at this point he's decided to stay in it just to be as annoying as possible to make my own position in this game more difficult possible. But meanwhile, we have, you know, our boom is a little bit slow, so we're not doing as many villagers as we like. We're a little low on food here. You know, losing this fishing economy really set us back. We're starting to get our farms out, but do need more, and I need to keep like I've discovered a flaw in my build. Okay, there's some peasants finally coming through, but I have forgotten, of course, you know, the thing you always want to do in pretty much any RTS game is hold down the villager button, make sure you're always producing villagers. One of the most important. And when you got a lot going on, I'm microing all these different harassments, trying to make sure I fight peasants and don't fight his army. It takes a lot of APM. We can see here that I've discovered both a wall here, and I've discovered a player with a relic here, which is interesting. I think this must be well, I guess that could have been the teal player's relic. Oh no, it looks pink to me. Can't really tell. Anyways, could have been oranges earlier from earlier. He had another relic in store. I would be surprised if he had actually kind of confusing looking at all these different fights, but yeah. So here we are, and we've finally been beaten back. You know, Pink's pushing out. He's got a big army. I do notice it's all infantry though, and I think I start to queue up some mangonels, hopefully. Surprised he didn't actually attack me with this army, because this army could, like, this could have easily crushed what I had at the time. Right, my military is only 37, and looks like blue and green are really going at it here. Trying to claim this middle, maybe the sacred site has been taken by green, so blue has decided to do that. Fortunately, I'm glad he did do that, because looking at how well this is defended here, I would have had a really rough time getting in there with my knights. You know, that would not have worked out too well. Not to mention all these ships up here. I'm actually surprised was blue able to do this? Be able to get in here? I just kind of left this to the people because it was across the water and I knew green had all this crap here. I took a risk, and decided that I wasn't going to mess with it. But it looks like blue is going to get pushed back here quite easily, and I'm really actually not sure what ends up. Maybe yellow comes in or something, or even red. This could come in here and shut this down eventually. Fortunately, we can't see what the timer is on this sacred site right now, but keep an eye on it. Meanwhile, Pink has finally been forced into wall, which is great. It's always great to force somebody put all their stone walls up in age 3, you know, without few, you know, not too many peasants either. He only has 33 eco still, so we really set Pink back here. But it does look like green is a huge problem. I think I finally identified this myself, and I started trying to help a little bit here, at least on my side, and clean up green off of this side of the map. But this is a good strategy for green, I think, because there's only a single sacred site. This makes sense as viable strategy. It would be nice if we had some relics in here, of course. Well, actually, I don't think anyone except HR you can throw the relics inside too much, but we could get some siege in here, like some more Balkans, maybe get some more gates. He's doing another layer wall, always nice. And you know, obviously I can't push in there with what I've got here, so let's see. It looks like blue and green are sharing resources. Interesting. So hasn't cleared those out. He's sending up another wave. It looks like he's got nest of bees and some cannons here, and his knights are just going for it on the siege. Okay. Wow. Actually picks off almost 2 of those units. He is struggling with the units in the water here, of course. I've wiped him out up here, but he's still, you know, pretty strong throughout. And it looks like blue still isn't going to be able to break him, so he's definitely going to need some help. His timer's going to be getting pretty down to the last few minutes here, so I assume that other players must know what's going on and have plans of their own to come help. Looks like red does not have any plan. I do not know what red is thinking. Fighting with yellow. What on earth? What did we miss? Okay, so somehow blue won. Oh, he must have sniped the king. Okay, so the king was in, like, he identified the Spaska tower, and and the green player forgot to run his king into one of the adjacent keeps. So I think that's what happened, at least from what it looks like here. Uh, Interesting. Very unfortunate for green. May have actually won this game. It's not a very large army. You know, 3 cannons, of course, could do the work, I guess. If you had no help, but he still has some ships up here that could have been firing at this cannon. Green was in H4. He could have made... Couldn't he have made... oh, I guess the Civ, the Roost do not have the advanced Imperial Age ships. They just have this 2 standard. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the 8 cannon ships. But anyway, so now that we've green's gotten out of the way and we're no longer worried about the sacred site for now, we can go back, look into pink. You know, we have a pretty decent economy now, 100 peasants, 100 villagers, and yeah, now we've got and we went into the palace of the sultan, so we're getting these these elite tower elephants and cannons on them. Nice. And we've also got our knights still, and then we've got some siege in here because we know we're gonna have to, you know, wear down. We know that he has a Berkshire. I think his king is there, but we haven't scouted it yet, but we can assume we need to burst down the white tower anyways. So got our siege. We're maxed out. Pink has almost no chance. Like he's just now got his economy back up to 80, but he has no army left. It's over, man. Like, this guy is dead. I just have to make sure he doesn't run his king. And I should be able to clean this up. So that's so important. I think an important thing to identify here is when you can't get a kill. If you know you can't get a kill immediately with what you're about to your army is now or what it will be soon, your plan to get an early kill is kind of thwarted. You can make moves to set your opponent's back so that you can set up for a kill later. If you're especially running a composition like knights. You have horsemen or knights, you kind of harass your opponent, whittle them down. Not usually something you do always want to do in a free-for-all. You have to kind of identify the right timing, the right moment, the right positioning for that. But it worked out for us. Now we finally got a kill, so now we're a contender in this match. Before we were kind of one of the players on the back foot. Blue's got a kill, red's got a kill. Don't know if yellow has a kill. Yellow does not have a kill. Like. Red and yellow are going at it though, and red is kind of down right now. Blue, on the other hand, he's pumping up. He's got a big old army, no doubt. And it looks like he's maybe he's gearing up to attack me. I think I was able to sneak some of my. Funnily enough, I was able to sneak some of my ships down. He walled all this off, but he didn't wall across the waters, fortunately. So be able to secure a little bit of it by sending a peasant across one of these. This is my wall. I was able to send a peasant down here, build the docks, and I ran a few of my ships down here too. So it's nice just to boost my food eco right now. But because we're running the night composition, we're low on food, so that's always nice. So I'm trying to regroup my army. I see that blue's coming for it, coming for me. And we'll see what happens here. Let's see how this goes down. So blue is the Zushi player, so that's always, a huge threat, of course, with the nest of bees. They have probably one of the strongest late game armies, potentially. I don't think he's running one of the more dangerous compositions. He's mostly just running palace guards. He's got a few Imperial guards, but not too many. And he kind of just waltzes his infantry into us here. My units got a little mixed up there, but eventually we were able to send our knights in and just got on top of a siege and just, it's just a game of a map awareness, and he didn't know where he was going. He should be sending forward scouts, should be sending forward for, one unit or something at least. He didn't know what he was walking into there, and he just paid the price, for that mistake. Quite expensive, but he does have a huge bank. He just doesn't seem to have the production Now let's see what he's got here. Hard to actually check what he got, but you know, he's trying to get more production out. But you know, it's really, you want more, especially with this kind of a bank. You know, you definitely need to have more production buildings. Right now we see he's just paying the price. You know, he's getting steamrolled. He's getting you know, just like the momentum that I have now because of that one fight is really heavily in my favor now. So there's not a whole lot he can do. You know, to my almost 100 military supply to his 50 or so. He's just not able to remax and get enough of a mass going. So I've just got this ball moving forward, and I just keep whittling down his army as it rallies. And you can see he's not the best at rally points or unit control, and because fortunately for us, and he's getting crippled here. Siege is dying as he comes in. He should have sent the rally point back here to his, you know, granary or something, and remassed. He never got it. He never remassed successfully here, and we were able to start destroying his landmarks. And he's, you know, at this point he's just pretty much done. Like, I'm reinforcing now, and you know, even though I have a much longer reinforcement path, doesn't even matter at this point. He's overrun, right? Meanwhile, it looks like, you know, red and yellow. Oh, there goes red's king. What a catch here. Wow, red almost lost his king there. It looks like he's really down and out. Got no military left. Yellow's destroying him. He surrenders. Okay. Or no, wait. I think I eliminated my opponent. Maybe I killed all his landmarks. Either way, his king's back here. So I send of course I send cannons and units back here. Looks like these players have been going at each other for a while, but at the end of the day, it looks like red is gonna go out here. King is just chilling up here, naturally, but he's really got nothing left. I think he's probably gonna get landmark eliminated, and then we'll be looking at a 1v1, which is always nice, you know. Sometimes you get stuck in a three-way in the late game, and that can be difficult because, you know, no one really wants to eliminate the other players, or they don't want to invest their resources in fighting each other if they're smart players. If there's bad players, or if there's players with tunnel vision, or not, you know, without not playing with the objective of winning, of course they'll just clash those armies and the third player can exploit that. But typically, if you're all trying to win, you'll tend to avoid large engagements with expending your army, and you'll try to save resources. And now we see that yellow finally got a kill on the board, so he's gonna be at 250. I'm at 250. I'm at 300 now, so I have a little bit of an advantage going into this. Now that I've been able to pick off 2 players, and what we're gonna see here is pretty funny. I'm trying to push across to yellow. I know he's down here in this corner, right? Like, I just got his king. And then this is a whole mess through in the middle here. But I've got a wall there, so I'm feeling pretty confident. So I'm gonna send my army through here. Yellow, what we're gonna do? He is trying to reinforce at first. He is a Ottoman player, so that's always tough too. He's got the great bombards. Those can be tough. Of course, let's click on our yellow player here. What he's got? Okay, he's got the garrison. Yeah, he's got the janissaries and everything. Got a lot, but he's just taking a poor engagement into me. Elephant's pretty tanky, and he kind of took a fight into a choke there with his janissaries and got destroyed. So as we can see, his eco, he's kind of out of money. His eco's a little bit low, but I'm looking strong. I've still got, you know, plenty of maybe not as much eco as I could have, but my military is really powerful right now. So yellow's gonna have to come up with an ultra solution. I've also built this tower here. Unfortunately, there's all these buildings here I'd have to eliminate in order to build my own defense around the sacred site, which is one of my... I just wanted to make things annoying for him, so I took the sacred site with no real intention of holding it. But he's trying to send his workers across for some reason, and I wiped those out. So from here, it's pretty straightforward, right? Looks like yellow's gonna try to... We're gonna try to do a base trade here. And And yeah, that little tower. That's all we could fit in there. And we're just kind of, I haven't really scouted this side of the map yet, so I don't know what's down here or where the crossing is. So I'm kind of looking around trying to figure out what I need to do here. The yellow's going around. So here he comes. You know, he's got a big old army, which could technically eliminate. This is kind of a bit of a mistake on my part. You don't want to, if you're in such a winning position, you don't want to, like, you know, get into a situation where it's a base trade and risk it, you know. If I had scouts down here, I could have figured that out if I'd been paying attention maybe to my map. Yeah, I would have seen this. Yeah, I actually can see all this. But fortunately for me, there's no crossing up here where he'd hoped to come through. He would have had to come through here. And I'm already down in his base, and he decides to throw in the towel because he realizes that I can eliminate him, or he can eliminate me now because he decided to move up. We both didn't know what we were walking into. But things played out in my favor, and there you go. I think the key takeaway from this game was just the harassment with the knights to secure yourself a winning position, basically saving yourself a king to snipe for later in the game is an important aspect there. I just wanted to showcase that, and thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content.